Silver Forever back today. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I did the math, I made the plots, I figured out the full story here, and I can't wait to reveal to you something amazing that I discovered in the process. So stick around and let's get started. If you're familiar with face values, you know they don't really mean anything nowadays. The value of the silver or the metals inside far exceeds the face value. So for this $1 silver eagle, its melt value is around $23. Premiums being so crazy right now, people spend 35 bucks on these things. But if you looked at a gold eagle or a gold buffalo, it's 1 ounce of gold denominated at $50, both for the eagle and the buffalo. These coins melt right now just under $1,900, so you'll probably spend $2,000 to get your hands on this coin. If we were to take a 1/10 ounce, the face value is $5. Now it stands to reason, right? If you have 10 times $5, you end up with $50, which is the denomination in the 1 ounce. That would follow suit for all of these other gold coins. So you can see how these relationships work. They're pretty intuitive. Here, for example, is the Britannia. Get a good zoom going here. And if you look at the values, you can find that this Britannia is 100 pounds face value versus this 1/10 ounce, which is 10 pounds. So that all makes sense, right? If you were to look at platinum, which right now is less than $1,000 spot per ounce, this would melt around 950 bucks, but the face value is $100. So even though the gold right now is worth double, the face value is twice as much as the gold. So it's just a really weird dynamic. No one really puts any weight on the face value of the coins. But what I found was really interesting. One coin that's on the screen here completely breaks all of the rules. And it actually has the single best face value of any coin that I've seen produced in the modern era. And I will show you a color-coded plot here as well. I went through all of these sovereign government coins. This Australian kangaroo, I figured out the melt value based on the conversion of the Australian dollar into the US dollar. And I did the same for this Canadian maple coin in Canadian dollars, or the South African rand, or the Great British pound. And I did all of these calculations for various sizes of silver coins from various places. And what I found was astonishing. I ended up discovering that one of these coins has an insanely high face value compared to all of these other coins. Which coin is that? Well, today we are going to be figuring out that answer on Silver Forever. Let me go ahead and tell you about the craziest outliers points down here. And so we can assume these are about 1 ounce. These ones over here are about 10 ounce. These ones are probably in the kilo range. And you look at what face value is listed on the coin here. Now, some of these that melt for really high have an incredibly small face value. This one down here is the 1 kilo Chinese coin. And so if you were to look at their currency, the yuan, renminbi, that is the Chinese coin down here. So even though the silver content melts around $730, the face value doesn't come anywhere close to the US dollar equivalent. You might be wondering, what kind of coin down here has such a high melt value and like no face value? Right here, this is actually an American coin, believe it or not. What American coin melts over $100 but has a face value that's basically $0? What do you think that is? America the Beautiful, a 5 ounce piece, but it's only valued at 25 cents. And if you don't believe me, look at this photo right here, because it actually shows, it says $quarter on it. So officially it is a $quarter coin, even though it's 5 ounces of pure silver that melts above $100. But I'm guessing the one that you guys are all curious about is this one right up there, because for a point to be all the way up there, its face value equivalent is actually extremely high. It melts at the same price down here, as this Chinese kilo. So we can assume that it's a kilo. And we have to know it's a coin because it has a face value. Are you starting to piece it together? Are you starting to figure out what coin this one is up here? The one that bucks all the trends? The one whose face value is almost equivalent to its melt value? I mean, if we dropped in spot price just a couple more bucks, we would honestly be getting really close to that face value equivalent with the melt value. That coin, ladies and gentlemen, is the one, the only Queen's Beast Completer coin from the Royal Mint. There she is, folks. You might be wondering, well, here you are talking about the face value. Where's the face? There's the face. 500 pounds. How is that possible? 500 British pounds. Okay, well, what's the 10 ounce? Because there is a 10 ounce completer coin as well, and the 10 ounce Britannia coin. Both have the same face value, and I'll give you a hint, it's not 500 pounds, it is 10 pounds. So go figure. This coin right here has a little over 32 troy ounces of silver in it. This one has 10 ounces of silver. So this is about 3 times more. The face value is 50 times more. I've never been able to make sense of this. I don't know why that's the case. It's one of the craziest things I've ever found in the world of gold and silver. I've never found anything close. If you know something about this, let me know in the comments below, or if you know of other coins that are kind of in this situation. I'm desperate to figure out why in the world they decided to denominate this at 500 pounds. The reality is, if the price of silver dropped down to $15 US equivalent, this coin would now be more valuable because of its face value than the metal inside, which is just totally unheard of in the silver and gold modern coin world. So let me know if you guys found that as interesting as I did. When I figured that out, I almost thought, man, I should buy more of these silver coins. The kilos are just absolutely insane. If you really like the content that I create here at Silver Forever, well then give me a like, but more importantly, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 3,000 subs by the 1-year anniversary. Join the Accumulation Nation today. Until next time, silver today, silver tomorrow, silver forever, out.